If you're looking for the most realistic Manchester United career mode save, you're in the right place. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down Ruben Amorim's tactic style approach, a realistic transfer shortlist Manchester United should have, who to sell, who to keep in the squad, and some development plans to make. Let's get into it. So before we do any fancy transfers, development plans, anything like that, let's get into the actual tactics and how we're going to be running this save. This is the team I'm going to be using to start off. No money spent, no nothing. This is the team that's given to me. I'm going to be putting Kobe Mino here instead of Casemiro or Ugarte because Manchester United fans love this guy and I know he can develop into a great player. And he's already a pretty solid player. It's not like he has great competition. I mean, Casemiro doesn't have legs, and Ugarte is also 4 years older. And in the defense, unfortunately, De Ligt and Euro, very nice. Lamin's also pretty decent. And then we have Luke Shaw, which in the transfer shortlist, I'm going to show you guys some options to get this guy out of here. Because, yeah, he's not the greatest option. There is Lisandro Martinez, actually. So I'm thinking about it, but still not the greatest defense. So let's get into the tactics. For the build-up style, we're going to be running balanced, and for defensive approach, high on 80. This is a very, very high line. And for the player roles, this is what we're going to be using. This is how it looks when you have the ball. Lamens on goalkeeper. Lisandro Martinez, ball playing defender, aggressive. You know, Martinez is an aggressive player, so this is perfect for him. De Ligt's going to be in the middle, ball playing defender, but build up. And then Euro's going to be a wide back covering this support, this area. Mino's going to be our anchor here on holding defend. Ahmad is going to be on winger balance, so he's going to be returning up and down. Mbeumo's on half winger attack, so he's going to be pushing down the pitch. And he's going to have Ahmad as he's like support or overlap. Šeško is just going to be a poacher there for the crosses, like Manchester United play in real life. They cross a lot in, many balls, and Šeško is just going to be there and head the goals. Cunha is going to be a playmaker roaming, and Bruno Fernandes is going to be playmaker roaming from the center mid position just behind him. Dorgu is going to be on winger balanced, so he's going to be pushing if you want him to, and he's also going to be coming back and giving support to this left back position. Now that we're done with the main tactic, let's go to our second team tactics. So for our second team, I'm going to be running this lineup over here. One thing I have to say, comparing the depth from a Chelsea save that I showed you guys in my last video, you can go check it out if you're trying to do a Chelsea realistic rebuild. Yeah, it's crazy to see the depth that they have. They only have like a couple of reserves, and one of them is a 39-year-old goalkeeper, and the rest are just bunch of useless players. I mean, it's really tough. I can see how Amorim is struggling and why he's struggling. He just doesn't have enough depth, especially in defense. So yeah, this is the team. Maguire, Shaw, Mazraoui in the three backlines. This is a backline of terror, honestly. I was gonna put Bayandir in goalkeeper, but we need at least some decent defender in the pack. In the midfield, we're gonna be running wait, I did it wrong. We're gonna be running Casemiro and Ugarte. He's going to be our anchor, and Ugarte is going to be playing in a deep-lying playmaker role. Then Dalot is going to be taking Ahmad's position, and Malacia, we're going to give this guy a chance. He's still 25 years old, was very hyped at some point at Manchester United, and he just disappeared. So we're going to be giving him the time in the second team, and he's going to be taking that left mid spot all to him. Mason Mount, another player that has great form recently, we're going to be putting him in this team as well. Ahmad is still going to be playing just in a cam position, and then Xerxes is going to be taking the striker position. But now let's get into the tactics, because they are a bit different. Build-up style is balanced, approach is still high, but we drop it to 70 a little bit lower. And here are the player roles. It's going to be a bit more different. In the defense, it's actually pretty much the same. Mazraoui is going to be on a wide back, Maguire ball playing, Shaw ball playing. Lamens is going to be goalkeeper. Casemiro is going to be our ball-winning holding midfielder, Ugarte is going to be deep-lying, and Mason Mount is going to be a playmaker roaming. Malacia is going to be on wide midfielder defend. I was going to put him on build-up or support. Support could actually work, but I was thinking defend. So we have a little more backup, especially with this back line. We're going to need an extra player like Malacia. And then on the right, we're going to have Dalot on winger, running up and down. Ahmad on a classic 10 on wide. And then Xerxes is going to be our false 9 build-up player. He has very, very nice agility and he can dribble very nice. So you can pass to him, he can hold up the ball, dribble past, and then pass it either to Malacia, Dalot, Ahmad, someone making a run, and then he can run himself in the box and score. He's not like a Šeško, just full on head it in the box, full on number 9. He can actually create stuff, and yeah, he has a lot more technical ability than Šeško in that striker position. Now that the system is set, let's get into recruitment. For our shortlist, we're gonna have realistic transfers that could happen, stuff that have been linked in real life, or players that I think could fit the system of Amorim perfectly. And we're gonna start out with someone that was heavily linked this summer, and it's Carlos Baleba. He is definitely gonna be a great signing for this team, and he is definitely a perfect player. Marquay is running down his contract, 24 years old, another great signing for that defense that you would need. Calvin Bassey, left-footed, he can play defender, wide back, ball playing defender, so he's perfect for depth. 25 years old, decent rating, and you can definitely bring him in to just support the entire back line as he can play anywhere. Diomande, another star player, his potential is 92, and 21 years old, 80 rated, definitely another great defender. Then Lucien Agoume, he might not look good currently at 75 rated, but his potential is impeccable and wouldn't hurt buying him. He's only 10 million here in FIFA. His clause is 23 million, but you could definitely sign him up and get him developing. Antoine Semenyo, he was actually about to move to Manchester United and he didn't, but we've seen how good he is in real life this season. He's incredible, one of the best wingers in the Prem, and you could definitely cop him and bring him to the team to play in Ahmad's position down that wing. Adam Wharton, another heavily linked player and another very good addition. This is one of my recommendations. It's Alexis Salamakers. He kind of fits that right mid position very well. You can use him off the bench, you could do whatever. He's pretty cheap. He was actually used as a wing back, that's what I'm saying. He's very good. He has decent defending at 69, decent pace. He can just play in that position nicely because he can run back, defend, and he can also go up. Then we also have Tino Livramento, another heavily linked player, and another player that can play in that right mid position pretty well if you wanted to develop him there. His attacking stats aren't that great, but he has a lot more balance all around. We have the Greek wonder kid Mousakidis, and he is very cheap, 18 years old, less than 5 million. And yeah, you know, it's not going to hurt to buy him and just loan him out if you want to, because he has an 88 potential, which is incredibly solid. For the last option, it's another midfielder, Elliot Anderson, another player that's been linked to Manchester United, and another player you can pick if you want to. It's mainly in between Anderson, Baleba, and Wharton. I would go for Baleba personally. He fits the setup perfectly, and it's a very realistic signing. So this part is going to be about checking out who we're going to keep, who we're going to loan, who we're going to sell, and what we're going to do with our current squad situation. We're going to start out with the goalkeepers, and as you see, we have Heaton, 39 years old. He's probably going to retire at this point. He's just there just in case everyone gets injured, so obviously I wouldn't plan on selling him because he's probably not going to sell. Bayandir, player you should keep currently, but once one of your players here, Vitek, comes back from loan, you could recall him if you want to. Once they come back, I think I would sell Bayandir and keep him as a backup, 71 rated. He is 21 years old, a lot younger than Bayandir. Same for Harrison, youngster, you can bring him back and probably send him on loan again, because Lamens and Vitek would be good enough. When Onana comes back, if he does, I'm not sure if there's a clause that they buy him, but if he does come back, I think I would sell. He just doesn't really fit the United type right now. United fans hate him. He plays very well at Turkey. He just can't play at Manchester United. So I would say just sell the guy. Then for the left back position, don't have too much depth once again. We have Diego Leon, Malacia, Harry Amas, and Patrick Dorgu. Our main starter currently is Dorgu. Then we have Malacia for the second team, and then it's Diego Leon just in case of injury. Harry Amas is on loan, 18 years old, at Sheffield Wednesday. He's actually pretty solid. I would probably loan him again when he comes back. Maybe loan Diego Leon as well, but it's a bit risky if you're playing these two all the time, because if Malacia or Dorgu get injured, it's going to be tough to rotate squads, and this could cause more injuries, so I would keep this youngster in the club. Then for center backs, we have Aiden Heaven, Harry Maguire. I would keep I would keep these two for sure. Obviously 18 years old and he gets many starts in real life. Maguire, 32 years old, he's been at the club through any type of moment. And if you're trying to get a rebuild and win stuff, I would keep this guy because I feel bad if he leaves and doesn't get any trophies. And he's also a decent rotation option. Luke Shaw, as much as I hate this guy, he's pretty important to this club at the current awful state of their defense. Matthias de Ligt is going to have to stay the entire time of this rebuild. 25 years old, 82 rated. He is very, very good. Lisandro Martinez, also someone you shouldn't look to transfer. Same for Euro. Tyler Fredrickson, and 20 years old, 65 rated. Once again, I don't think I would sell anyone from this defense. Maybe loan out Fredrickson. That's probably all I would do. Then for the right back position, we have Diogo Dalot, Masraoui, and Oguneye on loan. This is two players you need. So yeah, I won't touch them yet unless you do signings. Now let's go to CDMs. Casemiro, Ugarte, and Collier. These are three players I would most definitely keep. And one of them is on loan anyways. Now for the left mids, we have Ethan Williams, 19 years old, on loan. Don't pay attention to him yet. Marcus Rashford, on loan at Barca. I'm pretty sure there's a clause that they could pay 30 million and sign him on the permanent fee. If you want to, you could recall him and bring him to the club if you have plans of actually using him. For now, I would just keep him the loan. Maybe he'll develop and get a few ratings up. Maybe he'll do something. I don't know. In worst case, he'll gonna get 30 million added. Jadon Sancho, his contract is ending this year. 25 years old. He's just washed, man. If he comes back from loan, sell him. Just try to get your money. Ethan Ennis, 20 years old, 59 rated. I say try to loan him again. If he doesn't develop well, sell him. Bruno Fernandes, the anchor of the squad, the reason this team is not relegated. He's your captain. You're going to keep him for as long as he can run. Daniel Gore, 20 years old, another loan player. Kobe Mino, we're going to make this kid an incredible player for the club. Jack Moros, we're going to keep. Same for Mason Mount, same for Cunha, same for Ahmad and Mbeumo. Wheatley, Kanabik, Obi, Xerxes, and here's where we stop. Rasmus Højlund, you're going to try and sell him. I'm not sure if there's a clause for Napoli to buy him, but if he comes back from loan, sell him. Hopefully he'll gone up a few ratings as well, so you might be able to get a little more for him. Šeško, obviously you're going to make your main striker. And then Joe Hogel, and that is it for the squad review. Now let's go to the development plans. For the development plans, we're going to be running a goalkeeper on all three of our goalkeepers. For the left backs, we're going to transfer them all to a left mid position as we're using a 3-back and they're going to have to be left mids. So transfer them all. For center backs, I would use ball playing defender. Maguire would be using wide back. Shaw, ball playing defender. De Ligt, ball playing defender. Martinez, ball playing defender. Euro, wide back. Fredrickson, ball playing defender. Then for Dalot and the right backs, move them to right mid. For the CDMs, move them to center mid. Ugarte and Casemiro need to transfer. Bruno Fernandes, switch him to playmaker. Kobe Mino to holding. Mason Mount to either half winger or a playmaker. I think playmaker actually suits him perfectly fine. Mateus Cunha, playmaker. Ahmad, we're gonna just switch him to a right mid position. Mbeumo to cam. Obi on poacher, Xerxes on poacher, and Šeško on poacher. Actually, Xerxes on false 9, I forgot. In the second lineup, he is on false 9, so I'd rather develop him there so he's solid when he starts in the second lineup. That is how I would take Manchester United to the top.